So I'm just sitting there and I hear, hey, hey, hey. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? And it's literally the cops, bro. Hey everybody, it's Yuki back with another video from Blasted OG. Today we got another story time coming in at you. And make sure that you're having a good day, and then follow my social medias up at the top. Like, comment, and subscribe on this video if you would like to. And if you enjoyed it, let me know in the comments. Without further ado, let's get into this video. Okay, so this was probably a little less than a year ago. I decided I was just gonna skip school that day and just not do it. So, just normal things. I get up, I get dressed in the morning. I smoke a bowl or two, and I just wait for the bus. Hey, I packed up a few little extra things in my bag because I already decided I wasn't going to school. I had put in my Lucas Seahorse and a few dabs, probably a few grams of it. I can't remember, maybe about one or two. And, can't remember exactly what type of wax, but I did bring some wax. And I get on the bus that day. I listen to my music. I'm not sure what I was listening to. Probably Cushion Orange Juice from Wiz Khalifa. So I listen to my music. We get to school about an hour later, And I'm not too stoned anymore, albeit it kind of sucked. But I get off the bus, and I'm walking down to the door of the school, like with everyone else. And I just turn left, and I walk up to the track. So I went to the right side of the track to get on, so it looked like maybe I was going to weightlifting class or something, which I didn't have this semester. I just wanted to look like I was doing something else. I go up, and actually I go into the field bathroom to smoke some more dabs so I could get stoned again. Okay, so after my dab, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get off of school grounds. Can't necessarily leave school yet, but I can get off of the grounds. So I get out of the bathroom, and I start walking, making my way, stoned as shit, up this hill, onto this sort of ridge thing, which if you watch my other videos, which it will be up in the top right, you can check out the video I'm talking about now. That's where I talk about the ridge and explain this place a bit more. So as I'm walking through it, I get behind the big old press box and everything, and I keep walking down. And eventually we get behind the den thing, or whatever it's called, where the football players go to get ready for games and shit. And I go up that hill, and there's the fence. And that fence, I was just gonna jump it, and that was gonna be that. So obviously, I get up to the fence, I grab up onto it, I start climbing it, and takes me a minute this time. I don't know why, but it just took me a minute this time. And I finally get over it, and I start walking up the hill. And I find a nice little clearing in the woods where I can just kind of sit down, put my stuff down, and just chill out, So I'm sitting there, I'm chilling. I completely forgot to mention it earlier, but I did have a bowl and a little bit of the green stuff, if you know what I mean. It's a little too early to be talking super explicit, but whatever. Hit my stuff a little bit, listen to music. I tried watching YouTube and stuff, didn't really work, connection was kind of ass. So I just listened to my music till about 30, 40 more minutes, because if I tried leaving instantly, there is a small chance of one of the cops or one of the teachers coming up and down the road I was gonna use and catching me, and then obviously me resulting in getting in trouble and shit. And I didn't want that. So I waited about 30, 40 minutes, and, I packed my stuff up, I got up, and I made my way down the hill. I finally get down the hill, and, it gets to a little bit of a flat part, and I have to climb up this log, sort of, that's on its side, up this sort of hill, because it had a lot of brush, and that was kind of the way to get through it. And after that, sun's up a little bit, and I make my way up that hill to get out of the school, and I walk maybe about 10 minutes or so, and I make my turn left to walk on the second road, which will kind of be like the safety road, which is like, yeah, I'm out, no one really suspects me or anything or cares anymore. So I pull out the bowl, I hit it once or twice again, and I put it back up, and I just walk for maybe about another 30 minutes. Nothing too eventful right now, just a bit of walking, And yeah, that's kind of all I did for the little bit of that time was walk, and there was a lot of walking involved. But I finally got out of the school area, and I'm walking into town. And I figure today I'm just gonna go to the cemetery and chill out. I was kind of fairly new to the town living here, so I never really knew if people went to the cemetery too much. And from what I saw the few times I've been there at the time, not a lot of people really went. And I never really went there during school time though, so I never really knew. I just kind of assumed no one really went there. Anyways, I get there and I found this little spot. So whenever I'd walk, it's kind of like a rounded around road, and it would surround the whole cemetery hill. And I found a part right in the middle. I walk up it, and there's no graves or stones or anything. And I just kind of sit there and listen to my music, and I smoke my weed and hit my dabs, and I just get high and have a grand fucking time, you know what I mean? I probably did this for about 2 or 3 hours, not too long, but, a good while. It was probably about 12 o'clock at this point, and I decided I was gonna move and go up. Few people walking, having a good time, just being kids and adults with their families and shit. Walking around, I finally move, and I go up to a higher point. Now, I found this point that I thought was actually pretty good. It was behind a gravestone, not on top of it, but behind it, and I figured I'd just chill there for a while. No one could really see you, so I actually thought I was in the clear. I probably smoked my dabs. I probably smoked about half a gram that day. Stayed fucking blasted the whole time, man. It was a hoot and a fucking holler. But probably about 30 minutes later, my stuff's been put up, kinda. I stuck it all in my bag, but I didn't zip my bag up. So it wasn't sticking out. But if he wanted to actually look at my bag, he would have seen it instantly, and I would have been in deep, deep shit. But he didn't, thank fuck. He comes over and he's like, hey, what are you doing over there? And I look over, and it's a fucking cop. He has his short cut hair, and he's all fucking tall looking, looks like a fucking dumbass. And, he comes over there, and he's like, what are you doing? How old are you? Blah, blah, blah. I tell him I'm like 17. Give him my birthday and shit. Tell him everything. And, he calls in the SRO because he asked if I was supposed to be in school, and I said, yeah. And it turns out he actually got a call from some lady or something that told him some kids is at the cemetery and he needs to be at school or something. So this dude, he calls the SRO, and the SRO comes and picks me up. This is probably my first actual interaction with the SRO, and he comes and picks me up. I sit in the back of his car, and we're talking, we're kind of joking and shit, and he's showing me the car and all the stuff he's got, and we had kind of a good time, and he really alleviated my stress in my mind. So big ups to the SRO. I really liked that dude. He was actually pretty cool. But he's actually really cool to all my friends. He's let us off with that stuff so many times. But so shouts out to him. And we get back to the school, and obviously, I have to go to the principal's office and shit. He calls my mom. Mom doesn't pick the fuck up. Doesn't pick up at all. Like normal. She wouldn't pick up, and she'd wait until either I gave her an explanation or until they left a voicemail. And they tell me go back to class. I never got searched either, thank fuck. Had all my stuff on me. Go back to class, so I'm gonna go back to class. So I go right to the teacher's bathroom because it was a one-person bathroom with a locked door. So I go in there, I lock the door, I text my mom, I explain to her what happened, but I make it sound really, like, not my fault and shit. And then, she's not mad at me no more. She's not mad or anything, and I'm not in trouble, so it was all cool. But, I think, so I sat in there after I, told my mom and everything, and obviously, I get another dab started, and I hit it. If you watch my Lucas Seahorse Pro review video, you can actually see how it's used and how I'd smoke it in school. But I go back to my class. I think it was like 4th period at the time. And, I just finished out the day, walked home, hit more dabs, talked to my mom about it some more, and that was kind of the end of it. It was a hoot and a holler. I never really got in trouble. I did get like 2 days of ISS at school, which kind of fucking sucked, but it was whatever. And yeah, I served those days. And I actually do have another story time to put on the day after tomorrow. It'll go up about what happened while I was in ISS, because I actually do have a crazy fucking story time about when I was in ISS. So if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my social medias at the top. Comment if you enjoyed. Dislike if you did not like the video, and I'm out of here. Bye.